Hello, it's Luke here from appliancemedic.co.uk. In this video we're going to be looking at how to replace a Beko dryer heater. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove the lid. You can do this by removing the 3 screws at the back that hold the lid in place. Once the screws have been removed, you can just pull the lid backwards and lift up, which will allow you to remove the lid. After you've removed the lid, the next step is to remove the heater assembly cover. There's quite a lot of screws, so make sure you don't lose any. Take note of which screws go where, as there are 3 different types. After all the screws have been removed, you can use a flathead screwdriver or something similar to work the cover off. Next, you're going to want to remove the metal cover which protects the heater plugs. Just remove the screw and slide it off. Now you can unscrew and remove the heater plugs and the cable tray which they sit in. Slide the cable tray up and remove the blue and white plugs. They can be a little bit difficult, so a pair of pliers can come in handy. Take note of which way round that they plug in, and also taking a picture might help. After you have unplugged the heater, you can now remove the heater itself. Remove the 3 screws which hold it in place. To the left of the heater, the wires run to the inside of the dryer. Remove the rubber seal and pull the wires through. Next, get your new heater assembly and take notice to where I'm pointing. These hooks are what help keep the heater flush against the back of the dryer. You should make sure that these have slid into their holders and the heater is flat against the back of the dryer. After you have fitted the heater, you can feed the wires back through to the inside of the dryer. You can then refit the rubber seal. If your new heater does not come with one attached, you can use the old one by cutting only one side of the seal to remove it from the old heater and wrapping it round your new heater and fitting it as usual. Now you're going to plug the new heater in. Make sure that the plugs go back in exactly the same as when they were removed, and also make sure that they are all the way in firmly. When you have plugged them in, you can refit the cable tray. Make sure that all the cables are inside the plastic tray and are not hanging outside or trapped. When refitting the tray, line up the hooks and push in and then down, then secure it with a screw. Slide the metal cover back on and screw it back in place. Now you're going to refit the heater cover. Line it up, making sure that the tiny plastic hook at the bottom left has gone through the cover, and proceed to refit all the screws. Finally, refit the lid by placing it on top slightly further back than it would usually sit, and slide it forwards until it securely fits in place. Screw the lid back on and then you're finished.